Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that your job, your savings, and even your home could vanish overnight. That was the terrifying reality for millions of people in the early 1930s. This was not just a downer. It was the Great Depression, the deepest economic collapse in modern history. But how did it happen? And more importantly, how did people survive? You are watching the Greatest Depression of 1929, and welcome to the echoes of history. Like and subscribe. Automobiles rolled off assembly lines, and stock markets seemed to rise endlessly. Credit was easy to get, and speculation became a national pastime. People believed the good times would never end. Yet, beneath the glittering surface, cracks were forming, debt levels were rising, and the economy was dangerously over-reliant on consumer spending and stock market growth. On October 29, 1929, a date now remembered as Black Tuesday, panic hit the New York Stock Exchange. Billions of dollars vanished in hours. Investors who had borrowed money to buy stocks now owed more than they could ever repay. The crash wasn't the sole cause of the Great Depression, but it was the spark that ignited a global financial wildfire. Banks began to fail, businesses shut their doors, and millions found themselves unemployed. The Depression didn't stay in America. Within months, the crisis rippled across the globe. In Germany, already weakened by World War I reparations, unemployment soared. In Britain, industrial output shrank. Farmers in Canada and Australia watched as crop prices collapsed. World trade slowed to a crawl. Countries raised tariffs to protect themselves, but this only made things worse. By 1932, the U.S. unemployment rate had reached an astonishing 25%. For ordinary people, life became a struggle for survival. Families lined up at soup kitchens for their only meal of the day. Hoovervilles, shanty towns named mockingly after U.S. President Herbert Hoover, sprang up on the outskirts of cities. Children left school to help their families earn money. Many rode freight trains across the country in search of work. Despite the hardship, communities often came together, sharing what little they had. In the American Midwest, nature delivered another blow. A decade of poor farming practices combined with severe drought turned fertile land into barren dust. Massive dust storms blackened skies, destroyed crops, and forced thousands of families, known as Okies, to migrate west in search of a better life. The Dust Bowl became one of the most enduring